Hello and welcome. My name is Marilyn Caporini, and today's episode is entitled Look and Feel Younger Every Single Day. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that, and it's going to be on the subject of hydrogen. You know, the hydrogen bomb has a lot of energy, and so what we can do is talk today about potential hydrogen in our bodies to create more energy and younger feeling every single day. And so what I've got to help you get a visual of that is a pH chart. And this is a color chart, a pH chart that is, the pH chart is 0 to 14. And, whoopsie. And we've got pH chart being 0 to 14, 7 being neutral. And so anything above 7 is considered more hydrogen and it's considered alkaline. Anything below 7 is less hydrogen and it's considered acidic. So when we have our bodies in a homeostasis state, then the body can heal itself of sickness and disease. So we have below 7 is acidosis. So we think of some acidic conditions in our body, and acidosis would be gout. A condition would be gout. Another acidosis condition in the body is kidney disease or heart disease. That's when the body gets to be more in an acidic state. So anything above 7, it has more hydrogen, it's considered alkaline, and so we can create a homeostasis state by keeping our bodies just a little bit above 7, which is in the alkaline state. So our blood needs to stay at a 7.325 at all times, and the body will work to continue to keep our body at that alkaline state. But if we continue to drink soda pops, if we continue to drink acid beverages, Gatorade, any kind of soda, then what happens is we create an acidosis in the body. And so the body will fight to maintain the homeostasis state it needs to be. So eventually it can break down, and that's when we get kidney stones, gout, and those are all acidosis conditions in the body. So what I have is some good news for you today is to know that there's a very effective way to keep your body from acid and keep it in an alkaline state. Here is sickness and disease. Anything above 7 is health and longevity. So what I have to show you is this is a Gatorade, and we'll put a little Gatorade, which would represent any kind of pop, any carbonated beverages. I have an Aquafina, and we'll put some Aquafina in this next cup. And then I put a Dasani. These are just some popular brands, but all bottled water is the same when it comes to having acid over alkaline in our bodies. So, and then I've got some tap water. So what I have, first of all, is a meter that you saw in one of our last presentations. Oh, and let me show you here. I also have some younger looking antioxidant alkaline Kangen water that will keep that is very high in hydrogen. And that's what we want for younger looking and more energy in our bodies. So we've got our Kangen water, we have Gatorade, we have Aquafina, Dasani, and Tap. And so, as I said a minute ago, what we have is, this is a meter that will measure whether something is, if it's a negative, that means it has active hydrogen in it. If it's positive, that means it doesn't have as much hydrogen in it. So we'll go with the Gatorade, and put that. You see Gatorade is a positive 400, and that is 0 hydrogen in it. We'll go to Aquafina, and again we see it's a positive number. Let's go to Dasani, positive number. Let's go to our tap, and I see the tap is a positive number. Here we go, positive. All right, now let's go to the Kangen water, and if you can see that negative number, that negative 700 is the active hydrogen that's in this water. And that can only be produced, that's we call it, Japanese call it live water. This negative charge can only be produced right out of an Kangen ionizer machine that gives you living water. So you have living hydrogen water, a negative 700, or you can drink Dasani, which is, you see it quickly went to a positive. We'll go to here's the Dasani, positive. Here's the Aquafina, positive and going up. And here is the Gatorade, extremely positive. So what we want is that negative hydrogen, which Japanese call live water. So I have a visual here that I want to show you for this pH chart, because we're talking about potential hydrogen today, right? So these are pH drops that you would use for like a fish tank or a swimming pool, so you can measure the pH, because we know that if our bodies, well, if our fish has to, the fish tank has to maintain a certain pH, or we wake up in the morning and the fish are floating on top of the water. So we've got to keep a proper pH in that fish tank. Well, the same with our bodies. So here's some pH drops that matches this chart, and we'll put some in the Gatorade first. And so what we've got is potential hydrogen here of acid or alkaline. Gatorade is extremely acidic on the acid side. Do we want sickness and disease for acidosis? Or do we want health and longevity, which is more on the alkaline side? And that's where we're shooting for. So just so you see a visual, here's some drops in the Aquafina. And anybody's drinking any kind of bottled water, this is just an example of Aquafina, alkaline versus acidosis. So we think we're making a healthy choice by buying bottled water, but in all actuality, what we're doing is we're keeping our body slammed in acidosis versus alkaline, which is where it needs to be. So then we will go to the Kangen water and put the drops in here, okay? And now you can see, is this acid or alkaline? Look at the difference of what you can do to drink a negative alkaline, hydrogen-rich water to keep you younger and healthier looking every single day by creating an alkaline homeostasis active water in your body. So the pH chart being 0 to 14, 7 is neutral. Anything above 7 will create a homeostasis state in your body, and that's our goal. And anything that is below that is acidosis. So what we want to do is continue to think about what we can do for health and longevity, and that is to drink the live, alkaline, hydrogen-rich Kangen water right out of a machine that's manufactured in Japan that we have to hook up right to your kitchen sink to give us healthy, younger looking skin and health and longevity in our body to stay alkaline versus acidic. So do you want your bodies to look like a fish tank of muck and mire, okay? Or keep your body in an alkaline state of health and longevity and younger looking. So there you have it. pH, potential hydrogen. Do you want potential hydrogen for health and longevity or acid doses with bottled water? So last but not least, I'll show you tap water, and we'll put these drops in tap water, and you can see tap water turn slightly alkaline. Well, the way they can keep our tap water slightly alkaline is that they have to do that to maintain the EPA standards. And so the EPA standards says that the water has to be slightly alkaline. Well, the way they take our tap water and create it slightly alkaline is by putting chemicals in it. They put chlorine, lye to protect municipal pipes, and they have to put the lye is very high alkaline, and the chlorine is alkaline. So now we've got chemicals to try and kill the bacteria that's in our tap water, but they meet the EPA standards, but the chemicals are killing us in our bodies. So you can have a natural, alkaline, hydrogen-rich, clean water, or your tap water, which is contaminated with chemicals. So that's a little bit about the pH, 0 to 14, 7 neutral. Anything above 7 is where we want to be. So it's been awesome sharing with you a little bit about pH today and what it does to your body and how it can create a homeostasis state of younger and healthier and more energy in your body. So until next week is entitled Disease Prevention. So until then, if you want to know any more about potential hydrogen in your body and how you can create that homeostasis state just by drinking a good, healthy Kangen water, you can call me at 937-750-9778. 937-750-9778. Till next week. See you then.